welcome to Cinemondo with Kathy, Melanie, and Amit, Part Daisy Reviews, and D54. We are here to take another look at some films from directors who have something new and hot coming out, but that maybe the past movies haven't quite got the attention they should. And we're going to try that. So we are going to take a look at and review the movie Boothakalam. It's a Malayalam film, and it stars Shane Nigam
and Revathy.
So very excited to see this because, first of all, Indian horror, so rare.
It does seem like there's more horror in Malayalam. I think because you can do things lower budget with horror, you know.
They have tapped into that low budget.
There's a few that come to mind, but this one from out here is a lot more popular. From what I've heard, this is held in high acclaim. I have there was another one I saw, I think was it last year or year before, called Kumari. That was kind of a horror, and that had a lot of potential.
A lot of potential.
It was it was good. It just sort of missed the mark in some ways. I thought it was it was almost there, you know, they just decided things. But otherwise, I can't think of too much. But obviously, the reason why we're sort of doing this is because of the upcoming Mammootty movie, Bramayugam. So the same director. So a lot of people are really excited because you have this director, Mammootty,
Evil Smile Mammootty, our favorite Mammootty.
The evil Mammootty.
The eyebrows.
Correct.
Oh my god. So because we cannot wait for that movie, we're going to look at a previous film by the same director, and maybe that'll get us psyched even more for this.
And this is his debut.
This is his debut film.
I'm just looking on Wikipedia. Written
directorial debut.
Sadasivan in his directional debut. But
apparently, also Shane Nigam makes his debut as music director as well as producer on this film.
Yeah, I was reading he sang one of the songs. Sung, but there's only one song in the movie, and he sings it, composed and sung by Shane Nigam.
Wow,
so,
multi-threat. Wow,
the movie that comes to mind with him for me, the only one that really comes to mind is Kambuligi Nights that he was in, obviously before RDX, which was a big thing last year, and this was
so good in Kambuligi Nights. Oh my
God, him. So I don't know too much more about his movies, but I mean, I'm a fan of him. I like him whenever he's on screen. Yeah. So, that's great.
He's unique. I like him. He seems like real. Like sometimes actors in movies I enjoy him, but they just feel like they're actors. Like they're either really good looking or they just have the star power. And he just seems like he feels like a real person. Like he kind of disappears.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very sincere. So okay, let's take a look at this Indian horror film.
നീ സിഗരറ്റ് വലിയ വീണ്ടും അടിക്കണം. നിന്റെ പാന്റ് പോക്കറ്റിൽ ലൈറ്റർ കിട്ടിയല്ലോ.
വീട്ടിൽ വേറെ ആരൊക്കെയുണ്ട്?
എന്റെ മകനുണ്ട്. ഡിഫാം ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഇപ്പോ ജോലി തിരക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്.
എടാ, ഈ ഡിഫാം ഒക്കെ പഠിച്ചിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനത്തെ പണിക്ക് പോണ?
ഡിഫാമിന് പോയതല്ലോ, പഠിച്ചില്ലല്ലോ.
Smoking, by the way.
അവൻ ഡെയിലി മദ്യപിക്കുന്നുണ്ട് ആശ. അവന്റെ കോലം കണ്ടില്ലേ, മെലിഞ്ഞോ മഞ്ഞി. അവനെന്തോ കുഴപ്പമുണ്ട് ആശ.
കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് അവിടെ ഒന്ന് പോയാൽ
ആള് കാണുമ്പോൾ ഭയങ്കര സോഫ്റ്റ് ആണല്ലോ, അത് അങ്ങനെ സംസാരിക്കാറില്ലല്ലേ?
മകൻ എങ്ങനെയാ? അമ്മയുടെ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ തുറന്ന് സംസാരിക്കുവോ?
അവൻ എന്നെ പോലെ അല്ല, അവന്റെ അച്ഛനെ പോലെയാണ്.
നാപ്പത്തെട്ട് മണിക്കൂറിലപ്പുറം ഒരാൾ ഉറങ്ങാതിരുന്നാല് കാണാത്തതും കാണും, കേൾക്കാത്തതും കേൾക്കും.
നമുക്ക് അവനെ വല്ല ഡോക്ടറെങ്കിലും കാണിക്കണം.
അശ്ശാലും കുഴപ്പമില്ല, ഞാൻ എന്തായാലും തവണ പോട്ടാമാ.
നീ എവിടെ പോവില്ല. നീ പോണത് എനിക്കൊന്ന് കാണണല്ലോ. നിന്നെ ഇവിടെ കൂട്ടിയിടും.
അവൻ പോയാ ഞാൻ തനിച്ചാവില്ലേ? എനിക്ക് വേറെ ആരാ ഉള്ളത്?
Oh boy,
That's creepy.
that was.
Oh, wait. Oh.
That was a great last
Wow.
shot. Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh,
So-
man.
That was scary. You can tell this is a horror film.
It's definitely a horror film. So there are a few things going on in this movie. One is it looks like he's being held captive by his mother, but then he also
Yeah.
seems to be experiencing some supernatural moments, even though they also sort of hint that unreliable narrator wise, if you stay awake for 48 hours, you start seeing.
Right.
Okay. Okay. He doesn't look like he's sleeping well. Definitely not.
Mm-mm.
I
No.
don't know.
No, supernatural horror
Wow.
film. Yeah, okay, so there is some element of, I don't know, he's set up too long and he's seeing things, I guess, but that's some pretty cool visuals
Very
in this
cool
one as
visuals.
well. But just the I love the simplicity of some of the stuff here. Just especially just the noose that was just hanging against the backdrop in the dark,
Yeah.
and sort of some of the lighting. The intro scene itself, the candle with just those two talking.
Yes.
Very well done, and of course we had the last shot as well. So
Yeah.
what it's kind of making you think, what has she done? That's making her sit out here having ice cream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's definitely some depression aspects to this. Like it looks like
Mhm.
he's not, it seemed beyond even just like, oh, he's just sad. Like, they say something's off about him. There's something wrong with him, and so you see, like, is he the one that put the noose up there because he just is thinking about killing himself? He just seems very.
Okay, well,
tough
we
with
never see
temptation.
the father, and she
No,
says
that's right.
he's more like his father. So is he seeing the news because his father killed himself? Like, what is that? What's haunting his past? I mean, that's what makes me wonder. Like, where's the dad? Right? They
Yeah.
don't say anything, but they just, she just makes that comment. He's like his father. So what does that mean? Like he's also having mental health issues? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So since you like Shane Nigam, have either of you seen the film Ishq, which stars Shane Nigam? It was from 2019.
I don't think so.
Okay, you need to see this film because he's in it's a romantic thriller. And Shine Tom Chaco, that was really the first time that I was like, holy shit, this guy. Like he terrorizes this young couple. And it's really super scary. So it's not supernatural at all. It's like this kind of a cop terrorizing this young couple, and you're like, oh my god, what is going to happen next? And just and especially because but Shane is awesome in it, but it's also really a showcase for Shine Tom Chaco, who we all are fans of him being a villain, right?
Yeah.
So Ishq, meaning like love or passion, and highly recommend. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, fantastic.
But yeah, I mean, this seems like both characters are really complex. It kind of, it also, it's the soundscape of the soundtrack. It gives you that clicking clock, the scary music just makes what could be just a simple scene have that tension to it.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder if like the father may have died, and so they're both spiraling, and then the mother's like, he can't leave because then I have no one. So it's like they're almost exhibiting, symptoms of that depression and grief and whatever, but manifesting in terrible ways. Maybe the dad's the ghost. I don't know. Maybe there's a ghost. Maybe there isn't. We don't know.
I mean, they gave a lot of screen time to the actress Revathy. But just wanted to, I don't think I mentioned it. Either I mentioned it before we were talking or while we were recording. But she won the Kerala Film State Award for this one. So, so it looks like Shane Nigam was great, but I think she might have really bought it. This one.
Well, you could see just hints.
I know.
It sort of reminded me of like Kathy Bates' Misery, right? Like,
yes. Oh my god.
Right?
Whoa. Yes. Very much. She just didn't tie him to the bed, but she did lock him in. I don't know what that is.
She did. Yeah.
So we have some beautiful posters for this. Now,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
that's-
I interviewed Arun from Aesthetic Kajamar, and I believe they did this poster. I love this poster. This is gorgeous. Like it
This
has a
is
great
really
graphic
great.
depiction of what we're talking about. Like I
Yeah.
love he's sort
Yeah,
of
it's
in
really
his
good.
head, but they're divided, and there's this just beautiful treatment. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's definitely a special shoot because she's looking at camera and that shot of him is too good to exist in just film. So they definitely got a great shoot for that. And then we have another great one, the fracturing. See, this is I like. It's really good.
Distortion.
Kind of grotesque a
Yeah.
little bit. We got more of the cast in there. It's a great way to do a cast poster, but still give it something besides just a lineup. People just standing around, like they gave it a cool kind of treatment on it. Yeah, that's great. I like the palette too. It's really nice.
Yeah,
it's great. Then we have this. This is kind of nice.
Oh wow,
This definitely screams horror film, right? Because of that red.
Yeah. So you can tell they're kind of experimenting with how horror should they go. Because one looks more thriller, one looks a little more art house, kind of drama thriller. This is definitely horror. There's like his expression, like you said, the red, everything.
Yeah, he has a fearful, surprised expression.
Yeah. It's almost like remember when that scene when some sound happened and he kind of looked. It was I remember.
Yeah.
And then this is really nice, like just also super creepy, and it looks like it almost looks like he's the bad guy in this one.
Yes.
Staring at him. Ooh. So a great use of color. So really,
another great way to show the cast as well, like ensemble
Yeah.
cast as well. Like I kind of like it when they're more creative. They sort of have that depth there as well, so you can see a few characters, but they're all sort of in different positions.
Exactly.
So,
That's so hard to pull off because what happens is everybody wants to be the same size, and so when you have Shane huge, fortunately he got to have the last say because he's a producer, so he get to have his head big. So he got to say, "My head's bigger, y'all deal." So they did. But then she had like a really prominent position in that last poster, like really. So she's she's center, but he's bigger, and then the other guys got put in the background because they have no say. Tough luck, guys. You're co-stars. I know. I had to deal with that with Law. When you see Law posters are all lined up the same size. Originally, we did a staggering with them, and then that lasted one season, and then they went, "We all want to be the same size, but there's like 15 of you," so it ended up just being a big crammed lineup. That's how it works, people. The glamorous movie poster business. The size of heads is what it's all about. So there we have it. The producer gets a big head.
But I'm really loving us doing these look back at films from directors that have something hot coming out, because I completely missed this one. And I mean, I'm such a huge fan of Revathy, and the fact that she won this award for it, I could just see a hint of like what probably was an incredible performance. I'm like, wow, I really missed out.
No, it looks so good. So this will be a fun series. We're going to try to do that. If you guys have, like I said, we've been asking people, give us suggestions on some films, some directors that are kind of hitting it big currently that maybe people have missed some of their previous films. We'd love to like do more of that and look at the trailers and then do the reviews. So definitely stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing a review very soon. In the meantime, be sure and visit Daisy Reviews and D54 and say hi to Amit and Melanie. And then we will see you guys later.
See ya. Bye.